Okay, so I'm going to quickly go over how to register as a trend trunk stylist. You'll first get an email from me with 3 steps that you have to take. So at this point, I'm just going to go over the first step. So the first step here is you have to click on this URL. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to open up the window for Trend Trunk. Now, if you're not a member of Trend Trunk, it's going to ask you to register. If you are a member, just put your existing email, Trend Trunk email in. So I'm going to pretend that I'm not a member of Trend Trunk and walk you through the process. So I'll enter my email. And I'm just going to make a fake email up. And I'm going to pretend my first name is first and a fake last name. So I hit join here. So it makes me a digital closet. And that's the closet name will be my first and last name, and then it gives you a generic number here. You can change it to whatever you want. I'm just going to keep it at that for now. Just know that you can change it to whatever you'd like. So I hit save. And this is your personal invite code. I'm going to ignore that for now, but if you want, you can invite your friends, and you can share it very easily with this invite code. So I'm just going to hit next here. So now it takes me to the Trend Trunk Stylist form. Here, just fill this entire form out. I'm going to walk you through it. So it already put my first and last name in from when I signed up. Enter your address. So I'm going to put my home address. And this is just a fake address that you can fill out your city, your province, and your postal code. Your email address is default from what you put in originally when you signed up. You can change that if you'd like. This will, like, say you put in a Hotmail email address, but you want to change it to a Gmail email address. You can do that here. Just know that when you do change that email address, it'll be your new login email from now on. Here they're asking for your birth date. Feel free to give us your birth date. It's for basically to give you a gift or recognition on your birthday. You don't even have to put the correct year in, but if you want, just put your birth date in there, and we'll hope to recognize you on your birthday. Social insurance numbers for tax reporting purposes. So I'm just going to enter in a fake number here. Do you put a social insurance number in? At some point the next tax year, we'll have to submit a GST form for you to do your taxes. So if you don't put your insurance number in there now, we'll ask for it at some later point. We're asking here for if you have access to a reliable vehicle. The reason why is if you don't have a vehicle, it's very difficult to become a Trend Trunk stylist, because some of the clients that we might be sending you to, or you might have 3 or 4 garbage bags full of items that they want to give you, and to do this without a vehicle is very difficult. So it's a requirement to be part of a stylist program. So I'm going to hit yes here. Your Trend Trunk URL is your closet that members can directly go to see your items that you're selling. It defaults as this URL with your first and your last name. I'm just going to leave it at that, but know that you can change that if you'd like. You can put your social media information here. I'm going to leave it blank for now, but if you do have a Twitter handle or a Facebook URL, you can put it in there. And then here we're asking to tell us about yourself. Here you're going to put up your experience about how you can add value to a client. Any kind of quirky information to kind of grab someone's attention, you can put it in here. I'm just going to put some fake things in here just to show you how this works. So as you're typing and you hit enter to make a new paragraph, know that there actually isn't a space here. You can see that there's no space between the words. So if you were to save this, you wouldn't see a space between the two. So it's important that when you make a paragraph change to enter twice, so that there's a physical blank space here. So for example, you can see that there's a space here, and then it looks like there's a space between these words, but there won't be, and I'll show you that when I preview my closet. So now that I have all my experience and all the form filled out,
I'm going to click here that I've read and understood the Trend Trunk Stylist agreement. Now I can click here and it'll open up the agreement. I've also sent you 2 PDF files that actually are this entire agreement, separated into 2 different files. It's a lot easier to read with the PDF form. So feel free to read the PDF form that I'd sent you in your email first. You can click on this though and it'll bring up the same information. And it's basically just going through our company policies and procedures. If you have any questions about that, you can email me directly and I can answer them for you. So I'm going to hit next here. I could hit save for later. For instance, if I have something going on tonight and I have to go right now, I can hit save later and it'll save all this information up to this point. If I do want to get back to it, I can just go to here and go to my profile and go to Stylist profile and I can pull all this information back up again. So I'm going to hit next. And then the next page is going to ask me to upload a picture of myself. So just hit upload here, this button, and I'm going to just find a general picture, something just blank for now because I don't have a decent picture to use. So I'll just use this blank picture. Again, I can hit save for later and it'll save it. I'm going to hit preview and it's going to show me a preview of my closet. So here we are. This is a preview of what my closet is going to look like. Notice that there's an edit and complete button up here in the top right hand corner. It's important that when you're done previewing this, hit complete. For some reason, if you don't like what you're seeing here, you can hit edit and it'll bring you back through the beginning of the process where you fill out the form to change any information you'd like. You can change it afterwards if you hit complete. You just go through, I'll show you later, as you go through your profile here and hit edit. But I'm going to just quickly look and see what it looks like. So first off, we're going to have your picture here, and there's going to be a certified Trend Trunk Stylist stamp beside your picture to let everybody know that you are certified. Here is, it says Trend Trunk Stylist : colon, then it has your first and last name. That's just to tell everybody that you are a Trend Trunk Stylist. And then in the middle here is a picture of a stylist engaging with a client, just to give people an idea of what the Stylist program is about and a quick glance of their picture. So here is what will be listed here is your closet. So all your clients' items will be listed underneath here as you put them in, so people can browse through them that way. If you look here, it says my experience. This is what if you recall from the form, I put my experience in here. If you remember, I put a hard, I entered twice, and there was a space between the letters. So you can see how it shows up here. There's a space. The other parts, the letters here, look like they had spaces between them, but they really don't, as you can see here. So it's important when you're putting paragraphs in that you hit enter twice between each paragraph. And additionally, you can also change the font and the format of that. So I'm going to hit complete here. I'm ready. I think this looks good, so I'll hit complete. And that's going to send an email to me, or to Trend Trunk, telling us that you have submitted a profile, and we'll review it. Next, you're going to get an email from us that's actually from from Backcheck Canada, to go through your background check. So it says right here, check out your email for the next steps. There will be an email from us. Check your junk mail. Sometimes it might go to junk mail, detailing what to do next. So for example, if I did want to change that profile of myself, just maybe I didn't like what I saw, I hit my profile, and then I'm going to hit Stylist profile, and then I'm going to hit edit here. And if you saw that my profile is in pending approval, it means I'm not approved yet. So then now I can just change all my information if I wanted to. If I do want to, I can change this to different sizes of font. So I'm going to highlight that and hit Arial, and I'm going to make it 16. 16 is a good size. You don't want anything too big, and also you don't want anything too small. So I'm going to hit 16. I'm going to bold it, underline it. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can even insert pictures here. Feel free to go through all this. I mean, it's just like Microsoft Word. I mean, there's There's different things you can hit, insert hyperlinks, different text sizes, different fonts, even smiley faces. Feel free to get creative with it. And again, I'm just going to hit next to save all this. And then it remembers my picture, preview. And if you look here, my experience has changed. So it's a little bit, it's underlined in bold. So I'm going to hit complete again to make sure that those changes take effect. And that's how you set up your Stylist profile. So the next step again is to just check your email for the next step.